you gotta stop that. It's not allowed.
Sorry?
Not allowed. Shut the phones off and get off the property.
He just said
Now she knows.
He lied.
Okay.
But now you're loitering. You've
The
been
guy
loitering.
had asked me.
No,
He's
you're
asking-
saying that I'm loitering.
Bro,
We're
hold on,
not
bro.
loitering.
Imagine walking into a public space, exercising your right to film, only to be told you're trespassing. In this encounter, citizen journalists challenge authority figures who seem unclear about the boundaries between policy and law. What happens when the right to record clashes with institutional rules? Let's dive into the standoff that tests the limits of the First Amendment.
Hey, you gotta stop that. It's not allowed.
Sorry?
Not allowed. Shut the phones off and get off the property.
Is this... Yeah, go
Shut the
ahead.
phones off and get off the
Lower,
property.
excuse me, sir. You don't have to scream, you know?
You can't. You don't seem to be able to hear me.
We called and asked if it was public or private, if it was accessible to the public.
Get out of here.
We spoke to Sergeant Nelson.
Can we speak to a supervisor, please? Hey, what's going on? How you doing, ma'am?
Unfortunately, you can't be videotaping in here.
Under what law?
It's
We spoke to Sergeant Nelson, find out if it was public, if it was accessible to the public, if it was filming. So we spoke to her before we
on
came
state
in.
property there is no filming, so I'm gonna have to ask you
On
to leave
state?
property.
Well, state property is our property, right?
Is that a
You
lawful
can-
command?
Yes. Yes. You need to.
Do you have arrest powers?
If you would like to videotape, you can go back onto Route 1 and you can videotape there.
At the edge of the perimeter?
At the very entrance.
Let me ask you a quick question. Are you a police officer?
No, I'm not.
Do you have arrest powers to the citizens?
Sir, I'm asking you.
No, I'm not trying to have a confrontation. I'm just finding out who you are.
I
And
believe you are trying to have a confrontation.
no. We just want to film. We don't have any ill intention. We don't have anything
I'm
bad.
asking you to leave.
No, that's a lawful command. We will leave, but I'm going to call back and speak to your supervisor. Can I
No.
have your name, please?
No, she can't give us lawful commands because she can't arrest us.
Oh, she said it was a lawful command.
Well,
so
this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna call the police, and we're gonna debate this because this is a publicly accessible area, and we don't want you guys providing the public with wrong information.
So you can go out onto the main road.
we'll give
Well,
police.
actually, we're gonna wait right there, and you guys are actually violating the First Amendment by doing that. Okay.
Yep.
All right, so we'll call them.
But remember, you work for the public.
So we're just calling them to figure out what the jurisdiction is, and we're not in any unauthorized access points, so they're not sure what the issue is filming. So we're just trying to make sure that we didn't have a problem. So what is the issue? Because we're calling to ask them to help respond because you referred us to the police.
Okay. Well, the state police responding?
Right now they're tied up in crashes and stuff. He just Trooper Bartuka just doesn't see the issue with us being here because it's public. We're not in any restricted areas. So are we all set to go back in then? We're not.
Well, I guess the police is gonna
And
arrive then.
if we go back in,
You guys are
what
wasting
happens?
tax dollars. They can't even make it here right now.
For Walpole PD to show up.
They said that they're not going to come because they don't have jurisdiction. It's state police.
Yeah, we called them too.
Walpole
Yep.
PD?
Yeah, we called them too.
Okay.
So just
All
do the
right, so
right
we'll
thing.
wait
It's
for them to
public
show up.
access. We're working on a story. We're not here to bother anyone.
What are you trying to do?
We're just taking picture of your lobby, all the trophies, everything that you have there. What seems to be the problem?
sorry, Trooper?
you know?
Where are you guys
What's this
leaving
for?
off with this? Like, what is...
So right now we're just at the main entrance of the MCI Information Center, and they're saying that it's illegal for us to be here. We're trespassing.
I mean, although it's a public place, it might be an issue with recording in a facility like that. That might be the issue.
Is that the issue you guys are saying?
Hey, do you guys have a policy that says?
Yes.
Okay,
And
so-
when you walk into the lobby,
But you have to understand-
There's
Okay, Trooper, I
there's signs when you walk into the lobby that say that there's no recording devices allowed.
I understand.
cell phones.
I understand, but you know we have freedom of the press in the United States.
I understand that.
So we have the right to film in there. I understand it's a policy, but we can refuse to follow your policy. You know, there's nothing the police can do. Is that the state police?
No, this is Walpole. Is that K9 or...
Okay.
Is that Walpole PD?
How you doing, officer? We need some assistance, please. We need some assistance. They're telling us that we can't film here in the public lobby. We're working on a story. We're citizen journalists. They're giving us wrong information. They're saying it's state property. State property is public property. We're not in a restricted area. We're not doing anything illegal in there. We're not creating a disturbance. There's nobody in there. And she's giving us lawful orders
under penalty.
Under trespass. She's threatening to trespass me from a public place.
Yeah, you guys can't film in there.
Under what law?
What'd she tell you?
Well,
she doesn't know.
She doesn't know.
Unless you have correctional business here.
We do.
Cannot.
We do. We're working on a story about the correctional department.
You need to go through the proper channels.
But that's only a request, ma'am. We don't have to do that. There's no way that he would be able to arrest me for video recording in a public place. That's not a crime. This is a public place.
And you have
I understand. I understand that you guys have a tough job to do.
We contacted Sergeant Nelson as well.
a sign outside.
I understand, ma'am, but you can have a sign that says whatever. You have to follow the law. We have the right to film in there. You can have a policy that says you're pretty much asking people not to film in a public area. But we don't have to agree to that.
Trooper Bartuka
we have freedom of the press.
Trooper Bartuka, badge 3311, said that if we're in a restricted access point, absolutely, there's secure information that's private. But the issue is if we're just in a public place that's this public easement, his exact words, public easement roadway or information center that's open to the general public on public property, he doesn't see the issue. He wouldn't even send a trooper out here. He said if they give you a hard time, I guess just call us back. It's not illegal to film in public.
Not only that, but we're offended at the way that the gentleman over there behind the counter approached us because he's screaming at us.
He's a little mad.
And there's no reason for them to treat the public like that.
Are you guys good from it? I'm gonna go talk to him out front.
Yeah, you can go.
Thank you.
So we're gonna go back in there.
No,
and we're
I'm sorry.
yes, no, we're gonna you're not a police officer. We're going with the police officer. Thank you. Thank you. No, we're not. No, we're not. You can't give me lawful orders, ma'am. You can't even arrest me. I'm not an inmate.
He said to hold on, so let him come
You
back.
can't trespass anyone from a public place unless they're breaking the law. Not the policy. I could break any policy. I could break any policy in a public place. Unless it's well, I wouldn't go in there smoking because that's illegal.
Like the First Amendment guarantees you the right to film in a public place.
Inside of your public lobby, of course. It's an indoor place. You can't smoke in there.
Even the
but
state police said
but I'm only going in there with a camera.
I understand that you're trying to do a story, and that's all well and good. But you gotta understand there's rules and regulations because of security and things like that. And there's reasons why you're not supposed to be doing those things.
But those reasons don't trump the Constitution, sir.
That's right.
It's freedom of the press. It's public. We're not in any secure areas. Enough for nothing. Have you had private or secure?
The Constitution and the policy and procedure of the institution are a separate thing. The Constitution and the policy and procedure of the institution are a separate thing.
Yeah, law is law, sir.
But we're waiting for the assistance of the police to come back and tell us.
No, you think if the police officer didn't agree with us, he would have just walked that way? He's gonna instruct you guys. He's gonna inform you guys that we're allowed to do this.
Yeah.
And you guys just kicked us out, made the Department of Corrections look bad on the internet.
Because we're trying to do a story about you guys, about what you're doing to help you, to show what you guys do.
What's the story that you guys are trying to do for us?
I just told you we're doing a story on the state police because this is what? This is a classification center, correct? Just about how you guys do things, what you do, how your job is different from the other prisons. We called.
That's not.
Sergeant Nelson said this was fine.
Who'd you call? You called the state police. You have to.
No, I called Sergeant Nelson, your supervisor.
Yes.
Here.
We called everybody, and the only ones that have a problem with it is you.
Keep recording. Let me hold on.
I'll tell you right now. Listen, if the Department of Corrections told me that you guys had permission to be here to record because of a movie or anything else, we would let you do that. But we were never notified that you guys have permission.
But you guys need to understand that we were nice enough to call and ask. We don't need to do that. We could just walk in and do it. We have freedom of the press. This is state property. You know, this is state property. You know that. Okay. You guys made the wrong decision by kicking us out, telling us that we're trespassing. You made a wrong decision.
I'm telling you right now, you can't be here recording like you guys are.
Well, that's what you guys say because it's your job to inform people that. But that's not, policy is not law.
So this is your boss right now. I mean, I'm supervisor, Sergeant Nelson from this here.
Public property.
We were just asking. That was what financial stuff. We were getting finances.
You can't trespass anyone, ma'am.
But we asked her. It's public property.
What's your name, ma'am?
The issue's here. Well, so you see where the disconnect is? It's not like we just showed up. We called first, and we sought permission. So we're not here causing trouble, because if we walked in the door and we're like,
You are.
No, we're not. You're causing trouble by giving us unlawful orders.
Needs to better inform you guys. Because she told us we can do something that you're telling us we can't. Either
She told
way.
you can come here and record.
Yeah, it's public property.
I heard her say
10-minute
we
phone
can-
It's
call.
public property. You can't tell people what to do in a public
She
space.
said we couldn't. Policy doesn't trump law. It's the Constitution. It's freedom of the press. This is public.
The law says that you can go anywhere at any time.
On a public
And record.
public access and record.
That's right.
No expectation of privacy in public.
Correct.
That's right.
So if that's
Freedom of the press, freedom of religion, right to protest, and it covers very specifically under freedom of the press. On a public easement, public access, that is not private, it is publicly funded, you can film.
so,
Hi, are the police coming?
Right now, I mean,
The police is here.
You guys are talking to us and filming us right now and everything.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
if you
thank
go
you.
back into that lobby right now,
All
what
right,
are you
bye.
looking to film?
Just
Well, we don't really have to answer any questions
but it was pretty obvious.
You're asking us to answer questions.
because you guys work for the
We
public.
didn't go to you, you guys
You-
came to us first. What was I doing?
You guys work for us.
The different,
Who pays your salary, ma'am?
I made a comment
Who
about
pays your
placing
salary?
cell phone,
You don't even want to identify yourself.
We didn't approach the desk or the counter or the glass until he called us over, and his
And he's screaming too.
get off the phone. We didn't even come up to you guys. We had no intention of talking to you. I mean, we would have been in and out in 60 seconds. We just wanted artwork in the front because you can't get it on.
Now we're gonna prove a point. Now we're gonna prove a point.
Nothing. Google Street goes everywhere that is public and legal to film, and Google Maps went right up to your front door.
And you want to know the only right that you have? The only thing that you can do right now is search people's cars when they go in there.
You have to get permission if it's public, and secondly, I call, but it doesn't really matter because it's public. Let me ask you a question. Would you have to ask me permission to drive down that road? Of course not. It's public. If I
driver's license to drive
right,
down that
if I took your picture
So
and
you
you
need
asked me to
something
not
about it.
post it, would I have a right? I would be able to post your picture if I wanted. You don't need a release. It's public. There's zero expectation of privacy in public.
Do you think paparazzis like celebrities like paparazzis? They hate them.
They were repealed in 2018, so now you can audio record people. Spoke to Sergeant Nelson
Okay.
to ask if it was public, if this is public access, legal to film.
Okay.
When we approached her inside about 60 seconds, we were told we were trespassing, but we haven't been served a trespass notice. They told us that they did not have police powers, we had to contact the police. So we contacted you guys. You guys said that it wasn't, I spoke to your dispatcher, it was a female, said that this was not her jurisdiction, we would have to contact the state police. So we were actually waiting over there.
Can you do me a favor? Can you just step
Back them
off?
off the
Yeah,
roadway?
because
Yeah.
you're in the roadway.
Yeah. You're right. You're right.
So we
You're right.
called state,
So
we
when
spoke
they're,
to
listen, they're not looking for a problem. But I guess you were causing a little bit of a disturbance.
No, we
in the
weren't
lobby.
even
We have it all on
talking.
film.
Were you videotaping?
We have
Yes.
everything on film. We weren't
Yeah.
even
So-
speaking.
And we
Okay,
called beforehand.
So
and then
I
we
was
called
just
state
informed that
police.
they have signs posted, no videotaping.
That's fine.
They have vehicles
That's fine.
subject to search
That's fine. But
signs.
those are not laws.
This is DOC property. It's state property. They're asking you to leave right now.
Oh my
if
God.
If you could remain across the street from
Officer.
them just to keep the peace.
Officer, are you a law enforcement officer or a policy enforcement officer?
No, I'm a law enforcement
That's
officer.
there's no law that states you can't
Okay,
film in a public place
but
on
they-
on state property. They can ask, but we can refuse.
Okay. So
We're just working
at
on
the
a
very
story.
least, can you stay up?
It's
off
our
the
first-
roadway? Can you
well,
stay
we
up
just
off
want-
the roadway? Because when
we
I
are.
arrived, you were in the middle of the road. So.
Yes.
Yeah, we were talking to them. But you can ask Officer Carville, we were standing off on the grass. We were not blocking the roadway.
I understand.
And we contacted, before you guys showed up, we contacted police because I wanted to know, no one could tell me who has jurisdiction here. And my question is, if I'm not issued a trespass, I'm pretty sure that I'm correct.
Okay.
That if I'm not issued a trespass, I'm not trespassing. And we're going in there to film. We're not in any secure access points.
But is there
This
any
is-
signs that say no video?
There could
There's
be.
a sign in
This
the...
gentleman, this officer told me that
There might be a sign. There might be a policy, sir. But policy is not law.
The sign that we did see says vehicles are subject
Policy
to
is not
search
law.
upon entering there, but we didn't have time to look at any
So do
signs
me a
because as soon
favor,
as you
for the
walked in,
time
they
being, so we
screamed
figure
at
it out. It's DOC property. Just stay off this roadway.
Who funds DOC?
Okay, it's state property.
So who funds the state?
Okay, it's state property.
Oh my God! All for guys with cameras.
And the other issue, she
This
said
is a
it's
Walpole, Norfolk. You're right on the Walpole, Norfolk town line.
Okay, well maybe they will. Maybe they will. Oh, how you doing, officer? We need assistance. How you doing, officer? Officer, we arrived here. We're working on a story, right? We just wanted to take some pictures of the public lobby. Okay? We contacted the Department of Corrections before we got here, and we were instructed that indeed it was public property. We are allowed to be here in public property and exercise our First Amendment right to freedom of the press. And the lady over here is giving us unlawful orders on video because of the policy of the Department of Corrections. I'm trying to nicely inform her that policy is not law. So it's like, I don't understand why she's trying to trespass me from a public place. You know, we're not causing a disturbance. Everything is on video. We've been extremely cordial. As soon as we walked in, the correctional officer started screaming at us. I was offended by that, you know, because we're actually good at what we do, and we're citizen journalists, and we're not trying to create a disturbance. We're just working on a story. She's giving us wrong information. First of all, we contacted you guys before we got here. Second of all, we contacted the state police before we got here, and they say that we're indeed allowed to be here. You know, they don't even want to come over here right now because
it could be all of a miscommunication or a misunderstanding. So that's what we're gonna get to the bottom of.
You guys seem very nice. Right. You're very.
We're not trying to. Yeah, we're not trying to create a disturbance. We just want to work on a story that we would like to publish on the Department of Corrections. That's it.
So what we're gonna do? We're gonna get to the bottom of it. Okay?
Sure.
So what I'm gonna have you do? Just stay off on the.
Yes, sir.
So we're not on the road. So
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We'll get to you guys in just a second. Okay?
Okay, no problem. Thank you very much.
So that's why we were there, because at that point, the state trooper was talking.
How you doing, officer? Good, good.
Just hang tight right here. I'm gonna go check in with them. So that's the only reason why we were there in the first place.
Let me speak to them. Again, I came in late on this, as you know.
I mean, if you're giving me a lawful command under the threat of arrest to
she's
say
asked you to leave. So let me.
And we did.
Yeah, but there's a difference between asking somebody to leave and demanding somebody to leave. This is state property. This is public property. They're funded by us. You know, they can have a policy that says that we're not allowed to film in there, but that would be only a request for the public. We're not trying to go into any restricted areas. He seems to understand. He seems to understand, but she doesn't understand. She's giving us unlawful orders. She's threatening to arrest, to detain, and trespass, and a whole bunch of things. We're not here to create disturbance. We never did. And as soon as we walked in, another gentleman in there started screaming at us. It's all on video. I haven't stopped filming since I got here. So since they were, misinformed, we decided to come all the way over here, which she's lying about, that we refused to leave, because we never refused to leave. Okay. We said we're leaving, but we're gonna get to the bottom of this, because this is public property. This is state property. State property is public property. Just city property is public property as well. Okay. You know, it's like, I don't understand why they treated us like that. We have freedom of the press. It's a First Amendment right. You know, you're a police officer. You're an expert in doing the right thing. That's your job, to do the right thing. To do the right thing, and make sure everyone else is doing the right thing. So, there's no way in hell that she can give me lawful orders, because she's not a police officer. She can, I guess, detain and do whatever, move around an inmate, but
What can happen? You go to your lobby, you want to record, do whatever you got to do, as long as you're not getting people's faces, being, rude to people who are obviously going in there, conduct their business. Yeah. You do what you got to do.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
Dude, you're the best.
All right?
Yeah, right on.
Just please be respectful.
That's
what we got to do. You know what I mean?
Because you know what happened?
We don't want this,
You want to know something?
You know,
as soon as we walked in there, they were screaming at us.
Yeah. I got you.
We never,
Listen,
I know exactly what the disorderly, I know what disorderly.
You just got to understand.
Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you, sir.
Hey,
I usually don't give my name, but my
thank
name
you
is
so
Josh.
much.
I wanted to
Enrique.
introduce
Enrique,
myself
guys.
because you guys are.
Yeah, we don't have an
really
issue. Just
appreciate
don't
it.
cause a disturbance in there and keep this open.
You know what offends me right now, though? That there's a lot of you guys right here.
Yep.
You guys should be actually looking for,
And you're good.
other things. This is constitutionally protected activity.
I got you.
You know?
Like I said,
You guys-
right on
No,
the,
you're doing your job.
You guys get a good salary. How much is all these salaries right here combined? Come on, more than $500,000 for sure.
The thing is, I'm not a true.
That's our money that they're spending right now by calling you.
You guys do what you got to do. You don't be respectful, and that's all they're asking, all right?
Thank you.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
Enjoy your day.
Ma'am, that's what we call the walk of shame. Don't treat people like that, please.
Let's just talk about it. Bridge the gap. Don't just come at us threatening us arrest.
and there certainly is a gap that
Excuse me, we need assistance. We need 3 complaint forms, please. 4.
4?
Yes. And I need his name and the other officer that was right here when they approached us. I want to come. Yes, I need assistance. I need assistance. No, you can't do that. You can't deny services.
Okay. Drew's all set. Okay. All right, thanks. Bye.
So the police informed us. The police informed us.
We have
we're
the right
allowed
to
be
complain.
here. So we need.
So give me a complaint
supervisor
form.
or a complaint form. Because you're a tyrant.
That's not how you get.
And he
to...
just takes off his name tag. You hear the Velcro? So we'll just call him Officer Tyrant. Oh,
Hey, dude, can you please help us out with some complaint forms? That's all we want. We won't file a complaint on you. How's that? We're not gonna file a complaint on you.
If you guys would like to follow a complaint on me, you can.
How-
If
how-
there's something that I'm doing that you need to follow.
Well, you guys,
I don't think you did anything wrong.
you didn't do anything.
Yeah, you passed.
I just need 3 complaint forms, that's all.
I passed.
You passed.
You're a good guy.
Could you please,
They don't want to talk
what's the
to
name
us.
of the officer that was with you, the female officer that was with you?
You guys, I'm not quite sure what her name is because I don't work with her at this facility.
Come on, man.
Honest, all right? I don't work with her at this
All right,
facility.
can you tell me his name?
She works for a
This
different,
officer?
a different unit.
Chapter 48, 46, subsection 98.
Do you have complaint forms that they can have?
No.
You don't have any forms for them?
No, he's lying.
What's your name, sir?
He screamed at us.
Chapter 46, subsection 98, Mass State law says that you must identify when approached and asked by a citizen. I did. They just told me to come back in here and speak to you because you did the wrong thing because you're a tyrant. How's that for them apples?
You see?
This is the disconnect. This is the problem. And if you know what it is, do you do details or off perimeter?
No, I work inside and, you know.
Okay, so you have an interaction with the inmates.
I do.
Let me tell you something.
Not everybody's a criminal.
You survive in a place like this. You should take it at face value from is, you know, you run the show, right? But you go home. They own the house, right? And you bad cops like that.
We have millions of views in YouTube, by the way.
So do you know his name?
Come on, officer.
I do know his name, but if he doesn't want to identify.
No, well, that, yes, you actually,
Listen.
you're law enforcement, are you considered law enforcement as well?
I'm considered.
So you have to
correctional
identify.
officer
Chapter
of the state of
46,
Massachusetts.
subsection 98. Now, if you read the entire paragraph, it says, any officer that appears out of uniform, which means they're not identifying for it to be seen, they have to identify by police ID number, badge number, or name. Any officer that is complicit in not naming an officer that is in violation of that law and subsection is himself in violation.
Yeah, you will actually be
No
breaking
disrespect,
your
guys.
policy.
No disrespect, guys. But then, if that's the case, then I'm violating policy. I'm sorry.
You don't. Why wouldn't
all right,
you?
man.
Okay, you're a correctional officer, right? Are you hoping to be a police officer one day?
No.
No. Okay. Well, anyway, you encourage people to do the right thing, right? Your job is right here to make sure inmates are doing the right thing. So why would you allow one of the guys that's supposed to make sure that people do the right thing do the wrong thing?
We're gonna speak to Sergeant Nelson, and we're gonna escalate it up the chain of command. Because what we're gonna have to do.
You should have. Why would he treat us like that, dude? What's his problem? And you know he's not man enough to accept a complaint form. Look at him.
Hopefully we can get a supervisor over here. So can I have your name, please?
Yes, you do, because we're
Section 98, you're a law enforcement officer or contracted by the state of Massachusetts. Specifies by Mass State law and regulations that when asked by a citizen or approach, you must identify yourself by police ID number, badge number, and/or name.
Badge number.
Also,
Okay, what's
upheld
your
by
badge number?
departmental policy. If I look at my glasses, would you tell that to the judge if someone with a disability? I'm asking you to tell me your badge number.
3310. That's fine.
3310.
Yeah, it's really really small.
Okay.
And what was yours, officer?
Do you know Officer Carter?
Oh, okay, thank
Have you
you.
worked with him before?
Because you're actually supposed to identify him too, him.
Yeah. Have you
Or you're breaking policy. So the only person that's been breaking policies right now is you.
Okay, we just need complaint forms. Do you think you can grab one for us or contact your supervisor? I
You
think
can contact.
Okay, so how are we going to have them know that the problem that we had was with you? If
Call the DOC headquarters
yeah,
Monday morning.
and give them what information?
Give them all the information.
3310, no problem. But you're supposed to identify him too. As you're considered law enforcement as well. So if you see a person, your job is to make sure people are doing the right thing in here, right? So it's very hypocritical that one of you guys is doing the wrong thing and you're and
Took his name tag off. What is he doing wrong? The only time I hide.
he's doing everything wrong. The only people that hide,
I'm just gonna call.
the only people that hide like that is the people that are doing the wrong thing. Look what he's doing.
So Department of Corrections.
He's a coward. He's a coward.
What's the name of your supervisor?
Hey, you're a coward. You're a coward. Coward old man. Look what he does. He's so dumb that he put all that right there like we can't.
This encounter highlights a vital lesson. Knowing your rights is crucial, but so is understanding when to stand firm and when to de-escalate. Policies aren't laws, but refusing to comply without clarity can lead to conflict. Always stay informed, respectful, and ready to defend your freedoms the right way. Picture this. You're simply trying to pick up your belongings when suddenly, you're surrounded by police questioning your every move. What starts as a simple encounter spirals into a tense standoff over rights, silence, and the power of the Fifth Amendment. In situations like this, where does cooperation end and self-protection begin? Let's dive into this heated exchange and see how it unfolds.
Okay, so don't admit to anything. You don't have to talk to him. You don't have to talk to him. You don't have to say anything to him.
I'm homeless and I put my
I can, but I'm a U.S. citizen. I am.
I'm recording you as well.
I got you. That's fine.
Okay.
You don't have to talk to him.
Okay. So
you don't have to talk to him. It's your Fifth Amendment right to stay quiet, and you should do it. I'm telling you.
That's a court of law, brother.
It doesn't matter. It's any time. It's any time. Don't answer any questions.
Dude, you want to get locked the fuck up?
For what? For what? What are you going to arrest me for? Hindering? Physical. That's a physical act.
Is it?
So is obstruction.
Okay. So obstruction is hindering with
a warrant. With what?
With a warrant.
Okay, so get a warrant then.
Okay.
You don't have to answer questions. Anyway. I'm telling you, you don't have to identify. You don't have to answer questions. I think you should stop answering questions if you don't want to go to jail, because they're just trying to find evidence to put you in jail right now.
I'll tell them everything. I'll tell them everything.
I got you.
I put it there last night because I was.
Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Wait, what is your job?
My job.
Being a cop? No, then get the fuck out of here.
You don't know. You know very little about the law, sir.
Okay.
Respectfully.
Shh,
don't.
I wasn't in the
Tell
backyard.
you, he's trying to catch you. I'm telling you.
I wasn't in the backyard.
He's trying to get you to admit. Don't answer.
Dude, shut
Don't
the
answer.
fuck up. What are
Yo.
you doing?
It's literally where the trash cans are.
Okay. Are you allowed to be there?
They have shit out. It's outside of the house.
Once it's on the curb, it's public property.
It wasn't on the curb. No.
Once it's on the sidewalk, it's a public property.
Okay. So.
Which is good. That's good for you, though.
I just sat my stuff down on a chair.
What? You said you stayed there last night.
I didn't stay there last night. I literally put it down and sat down.
What's going on?
I don't answer questions.
Yo, I literally.
He's a lawyer. He's trying to get
You cops are evil, bro.
They are.
You cops are evil, bro.
Okay, so Mercedes, this is what we're doing. Who is the gentleman that came over here yelling?
I went to pick it up because I didn't have. It was heavy. I sat it down.
Do you know who he is?
I don't know him.
Okay, that's all I'm trying to figure out. Why is he involving himself in this situation?
I don't know.
Okay.
He started yelling at me as soon as I walked off with my
Right.
bag.
Right. But do you know who he is?
No.
So that's all we're trying to figure out. I'm not saying you did anything wrong. I'm not saying he's doing anything wrong. But he's flagging me down. You're yelling. So we're just trying to figure out everything that's going on. So, where are you going to now?
I'm going back home.
Okay. Where is home?
I live in Trenton.
So you just said you're home.
Yes, I stay out there.
Look, he's trying to trip you up, yo. He's trying to trip you up into a lie. Oh, why are you lying now? Oh, now he got us suspicious.
Who are you?
Mom, I'm making sure they're not going to violate this lady's rights.
Are you taking the bus pass?
Yes.
I don't care what
I have a bus pass.
Okay.
Am I getting a summons or something?
Of her because she's not aware of her rights.
What the hell? What the hell, bro? Every time I go to the police station, they try to burn me there. Anyone! They try to burn my everything, bro. And it turns into fire. Every time I go to the police station, any police station, they know. I walked up to get my bag. I walked up to, oh my God, he's doing it. Oh my God.
Yo, you don't have to answer any of their questions.
But I'm not doing anything.
I told you that. I told you trying to figure everything out. I'm going to stay here with you. The other officer's talking to the guy who called. and then we're gonna go from there.
Keep doing your job. You're doing great.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Is she being detained? You should ask if you're being detained.
Am I being detained?
You are.
For what crime?
The
Ask him for what crime. Ask him for what crime.
What crime am I being detained?
What crime?
For trespassing.
Trespassing. Now, okay, so trespassing.
Just like
So wait, but has she been trespassed? Has she previously been trespassed from the property?
It's private property.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Wait. Let me.
That's the other thing. If we're trespassing, what do you mean trespassing?
No, you have to be trespassed before you can be trespassed. Before you can.
Trespassing this neighborhood?
No. Wait. Let me. I got this.
It was left outside of the house.
I got this. If she hasn't been told, if she hasn't been told that she cannot be on the property before, then then it's trespassing. But if she's on a come on, man.
This is the first time me being on this property.
Okay.
Mercedes, you're good. See you later. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Hey, hold on.
Have a good one, officers. Thank you.
Am I being detained, sir? He just said
Now she knows.
He lied.
Okay.
That's scary to be detained.
He said she was trespassing. Was she trespassing?
Does this involve you?
Yes.
It doesn't involve you, sir.
No, it does. That was a question. Why did he ask me if you were going to answer?
What are you trying to gain from this?
I'm trying to make sure she doesn't get her rights violated. I'm trying to make sure she doesn't get bullied. Doesn't matter. I don't answer questions.
Okay.
How about that?
But you just spewed
I don't
nonsense
answer
on
questions.
camera?
What's your name and badge number?
Officer Vitanza, Anthony Vitanza, badge number 177.
Okay.
The Veterinary City Police
Cool.
Department.
Thank you.
You have a good day.
Have a good one, sir.
This encounter highlights a crucial lesson. Knowing your rights can be the difference between walking away and ending up in handcuffs. The Fifth Amendment gives you the right to remain silent, and sometimes, exercising that right is the best way to protect yourself. In moments of confusion and pressure, staying calm and informed is your strongest defense. How quickly can an ordinary shopping trip turn into a confrontation over identity and rights? In this 2018 Charlotte encounter, what started as a simple stop spiraled into a tense debate over racial profiling, ID laws, and the right to just walk away. Were these men targeted simply for where they were parked, or was there a deeper bias at play? Let's break it down and see where the line between safety and profiling gets blurred.
They called on this vehicle, and I'm recording too.
No, I'm saying, like, we just told you, like, we purchased something out of here.
Okay,
like, it's like the bag, you feel me?
I see the bag and I see the phone and I got it.
Like, that means,
and everything's adding up.
I just want to leave, though.
Your story.
That's the part. That's when we was like, can we just leave? Like, we were thinking, like, we can just leave. We weren't thinking, like, you know what I mean? Like, cause we didn't do anything wrong. Somebody just
I'm
called.
not saying you are.
No,
but
I'm not.
The thing is,
I'm saying though, like,
I've already explained it, and I can explain it again.
No, I respect it because I listen. But I'm just saying, like, if you were called over here and you're just telling me about everything that has nothing to do while you were called over here, and we just like, yo, can we leave?
Yeah, I just want to leave. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what I mean?
ID,
like, I feel you on the IDs, the fake, the real. I feel you, but can we just leave?
Sure that everything's adding up, I just would like to say, I spoke with your name.
Right.
I confirmed it by means of a state-issued license.
But if I wouldn't like to give you my license, I don't have to give you my license unless I am a suspect. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying you're a suspect.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. I'm about to leave. Like, I don't have to give you my ID.
Right now, I'm asking.
Yeah, I get that you're asking, but just because you ask, you can't just walk up to a person and ask for the ID unless they.
Well, I'm waiting on my partner, so I don't know if you guys did commit a crime or not.
Right. So I'm about to leave. Is what I'm saying.
So right now, I don't know if you did or not.
Right now, you're assuming.
So if I pull off,
I'm not assuming.
I'm
here because
I'm not trying to get smart, but
Dollar
it's like
General
because I'm already doing too much
sitting
talking.
Here blocking. Well, you're not blocking anybody right now, but this Dollar General has traditionally been robbed.
Can I drive off?
Well, if you hit my foot, then that's going to be an assault on officer.
Hey,
can you move your foot?
Hold on.
Hey, bro,
can I show you something real quick?
Yeah, come on out.
But I get what you're saying, you know what I'm saying? But I know, like, I don't have to give you an ID just because you asked for it.
Right now, I'm asking. So I say, hey, I spoke with John Smith. Well, how do you know John Smith is John Smith?
Right.
Well, that's because John Smith gave me his state-issued ID.
I just now got this from this store.
Okay.
We weren't disturbing anybody.
Not saying you were.
We weren't hurting anybody. We weren't even like.
Hey, bro, just chill, bro. Like,
anything
hey, bro.
In a disrespectful manner for anybody.
They just asked me if I could back up.
Well, at this point in time, you guys were loitering in the parking lot inside of a car.
Oh no, the guy, he actually told me to park. Hey, bro, just
okay,
in the car,
and
bro.
now I'm trying to confirm. Yes, I see that you bought a phone from Dollar
hey, D, bro,
General.
come on, bro. D, come on, I'm about to leave.
Let's go through the procedure and we'll just leave. All right, you know what I mean? Like, cause like.
Hey, bro, just get in the car, bro. Come on.
Alright.
Nobody's in trouble.
They call her. This is not even about being.
And I have a feeling you're about to run, just based
bro,
on
that's
your
what I'm
body
saying,
language.
bro. Get in the car, bro. Just get in the car.
Alright.
Like, so can I leave now, though?
I'm trying to explain why we're here.
Right.
Can you go talk to them inside to make sure they're not committing a crime and I'm unaware of it?
The guy came outside and he just asked me if I could back
I want to
up.
get paid for this.
Dave,
Can y'all put some minutes on my phone? Cause y'all like I don't know what this is about, but like
I'm trying to confirm who I'm talking to, and y'all are presenting that.
Confirm. I just purchased something out the store.
But now you're loitering. You've
The
been
guy
loitering.
had asked me.
No, you're saying that I'm loitering.
Bro,
We're
hold on,
not
bro.
loitering. If
Can you call
anything,
him
you're
outside?
surrounding
'Cause
us.
That's what we're doing
He told
right
me
now.
to park here. That's what I'm saying.
That's what we're doing right now.
Yeah, he told me to park here.
Come out
so
now.
that's
Y'all
what we're
gonna
doing.
end up being in the way. And then what? Who's gonna say y'all committing the crime? Huh?
What crime?
Come on now. You can say the same shit. What crime we doing? Can we leave?
You're loitering, is what you're doing.
No, you saying we loitering. We're not loitering.
Well, right now,
So
we're getting the employee who called this in.
All right,
so
all right.
we can
Keep,
get
go get the
everything.
employee, please.
So
You
can I
want to
leave?
go get the employee?
Employees to this private property. If you're not buying something here, you need to go.
And I
That's what I'm saying.
just
So I
purchased
asked if I
something,
could
bro.
leave, 'cause
Like,
he
they
told me to
know the
park here.
process of activating the phone. They even know they got
Dave,
Wi-Fi.
bro, please, bro, come on, bro.
Come
Can you
on,
chill,
man,
bro?
like-
Cause I ain't trying to go through it right now. So can I just leave?
So to confirm, do they want them banned?
No.
No? Okay.
So
All
I can
right. So
leave.
you didn't commit a crime, and I
Right.
needed to confirm that, right? And I just wanted to confirm who I'm speaking to. My name is Officer Stubblefield, and you are who?
I'm CJ.
CJ who?
I'm saying, like, I would just like to leave. Like,
Okay. Well, I mean, you have your ID. I was just going to confirm who you were.
I get that, but I just want to leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get that you asked for it, but I just want to leave because I'm not
Okay.
a suspect or anything.
They don't want to. They don't want to ban you. They don't want to sit here and say anything else.
he
So
told-
I needed to confirm that.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So I'm finna
So I
leave.
needed to wait for my partner to get here.
I get what you're
And
saying.
then in the meantime, asking for who the ID was and all that kind of stuff, and because you were technically loitering, so that is a crime.
Am I being detained right now?
No, you are
So I
having a
can leave.
conversation with me.
Am I being detained right now?
At this point in time, we've confirmed that no,
We're being
they don't want to do
surrounded.
anything else.
Hey, bro, I'm finna go. I'm finna leave. I'm finna leave though, because you just said
Okay,
I'm not being
bye, CJ.
detained. Bro, like, that shit is simple, dog.
This encounter raises a tough question. When does ensuring public safety cross into racial profiling? While officers have a duty to investigate calls, citizens also have rights, including the right not to show ID unless legally required. In moments like these, the balance between authority and freedom is put to the test. Stay informed, know your rights, and always question when something doesn't feel right. Transparency starts with us. By exercising our right to record, we hold public officials accountable. Remember, the camera doesn't lie, so keep it rolling.